Hello everyone. This week we were asked to review a video, another wonderful video by Dr. Townsend. And out of that video, picked two of the three fears that he talked about and how they resonate with us, and things that we can do to combat those fears. Dr. Townsend spoke of three fears being fear of rejection, fear of anger or attack, and the fear of the guilt that we personally might feel when establishing boundaries with people in our lives who need those boundaries. Where I truly feel I resonate with all three of them, I will just discuss two. The one that I know for a fact resonates with me the most is fear of rejection. I believe it stems from childhood. I grew up with a wonderful, or in my eyes, father for about 13 years of my life. And then one day, it obviously was not out of nowhere for him and my mother, but to us kids who were sheltered from it, it was just like one day out of the blue, boom, dad is gone. Come to find out, he had been struggling and battling a drug addiction for a majority of my life and my older and younger siblings' life. To the point that just one day my mother couldn't take it anymore. He could not take it anymore as far as his responsibility of fatherhood, and he decided to live the life that he is living today. And so I've always had this fear of rejection that has played out in my friendships, in my relationships. It's always something that's been there, and it definitely is something that has kept me from establishing healthy boundaries. One thing that I learned throughout this course is giving a yes out of fear of giving a no is not pleasing to God. It's not what God has established in our hearts. And so that's also something I'm working on, because I don't want to displease God and upset, our Father. But at the same time, it's hard to navigate the earthly relationships I have, always feeling like, I have to say yes. And so one thing that I have learned through watching the video to combat this is acceptance. Dr. Townsend speaks of finding and acknowledging that it's important to have three friends in your life who do accept you and are okay with your no's and the boundaries that you set, and how important that is. And I can say that today I was able to name at least 5 friends in my life who are totally fine accepting me for the way I am. They take my no's for no's, they take my yeses for yeses. But I have, the relationship in my life that, of course, the ones that we tend to focus on are the ones that are causing the conflict, that are not accepting our boundaries. So just knowing that, okay, even if this person gets upset, I still got people over here who care about me and who I care about and I need to worry about. So that is something I'm going to take and use going forward. Another one was the fear of guilt. I am, and I've said it before, a people pleaser. And so one thing I need to do is just knock that out of the way and understand that giving a yes out of fear induces more shame and hurt and pain into my life. And so to combat that, just stand firm in my beliefs, stand firm in my no's, and know that I have a great support system and people who, in the times when I feel really low and really down and depressed, they are going to help lift me up, lift me out of that guilt, lift me out of that shame, and know that I'm doing and standing firm in my boundaries and doing what is pleasing to God.